My granddaughter, Elabeth, comes up to me, and she's worked over the summer on a mobile app for my campaign where you can download information, you can volunteer, you can contribute, and she's 11 years old. And I said, if my granddaughter, Elabeth, can do this, then this is something all of Arkansas needs. Our computer science initiative starts with the support of the legislature that passed a law that we became the first state in Arkansas to mandate computer science or coding to be offered in every high school in our state. We incorporated it in our lower grades, K through 8, in their curriculum. And as a result, we've grown in our students that are taking computer coding. All of a sudden, Arkansas is on the national map as really putting it together in computer science education.
Inside the state of Arkansas, you all have done something fascinating, which is to mandate computer science in your classrooms. And you've seen incredible numbers of students go up in coding, especially with women, especially with minorities. Why did you all think that was so important?
Whenever you look nationally, only 1 out of 10 high schools in America offer and teach computer coding. We mandated in every high school. We could produce 6,000 students a year into our economy that know how to write software.
We had fewer than 20 teachers at the beginning that could actually teach computer science across Arkansas. You can't have a very strong initiative with that. And so we put $5 million every 2 years in retraining our teachers. And we had to inspire them to say, this is important and you can do it.
I was a football coach for 7 years. My principal came to me and said, the governor's mandated that we got to teach computer science. How would you feel about being in computer science and engineering a teacher? That's taken off, and I get to do fun robotics and computer science every day at school.
So I had a French teacher from Manila, Arkansas, who said, if this is important for our state and our students, surely I can learn coding. It's just like another language.
Coding isn't just about engineering. It's about farming. It's about welding. It can take students where they want to go in life and help them be the most successful person they can be.
They've boosted our enrollment in our program. So since then, we've had over 400 kids this year apply to take these computer science classes. We only have 2 grades in here, and we're not a very big school.
As I've progressed through the years, the variety of classes that have been offered and the impact they've had on me has exponentially grown.
One reason why I like computer programming is because you can do anything you want with it. Anything you put your mind to, coding can do that.
I go through all the high schools in Arkansas, or as many of them I can reach, encourage our students. We had fewer than 1,100 students across Arkansas taking computer science. It has grown every year from 1,100 students to 4,000 students to 8,000 students this last year. The largest percent of growth is among our young girls.
When I started taking programming classes this semester, it has pushed me into learning more about it outside of school than just in school.
You know, you're outside of school still thinking about these projects, and that's awesome because that never happened in all my other years of teaching any other subject.
Having so much fun with all these classes, it led me to getting my pilot's license for drones class. I got my drones license before I got my driver's license.
So our classes themselves are going to be flight space, you know, computer science, robotics, design and modeling, but we're actually, the skills you're learning in them apply to everything, and whether it's an app they're developing or it's robotics and something they're programming.
You start with computer science, you start with coding capacity. We also complement that with cybersecurity. And so that's an additional course that we want to offer. And then finally, we've developed a cybersecurity range so they actually can see a network under attack and how the best way to protect that network.
We not only want to find what our students are interested in, we want to find out what they're good at. We're setting them up for their life.
They're not going to have the opportunities to use 3D printers, to use drones, to use robotics outside of school. So the school and the governor, they've made this possible for all these kids to experience that.
So when you look at the importance of broadband being in the schools, you have to have that high speed. Otherwise, the students become frustrated in their coding class. And so we made that a priority, and now that we have it, we want to be able to extend that to our communities so that they can have the same experience and opportunities.
When we started this, we only had like 10 old laptops, and we had to convince kids to come. And so in an effort to try to get the classroom like we have now, I filled grants and grants and grants, and we tried all these different competitions to get some money.
Our teacher came to us and was like, well, there's a project and we have to do something dealing with the communities.
And we had something real close to home that happened. A baby died in a hot car.
We've got all this technology, and There's nothing that says, don't leave a kid in your car.
We thought we could change something with that and possibly save lives. And so we took that and went into a Samsung Solve for Tomorrow challenge, and we won.
We were the state winners, and so then we had to make a video. We had to make the device work and show that it worked.
I think we ended up getting top 10 out of the nation. Then we got to go to Washington, D.C.
We're able to get $50-something thousand in technology, which when you look around this room, that's what a lot of it is. It's from that.
And so I'll go into a school and I not only talk about computer science, but I'll listen to them. And whenever they start telling me stories about their projects.
Good job.
So through this class, we had a sophomore in high school, a 15-year-old girl, in one of our engineering classes, working with a 3D printer. She met this girl in kindergarten who didn't have a hand, and she wanted to help. Using a 3D printer, she was able to make the little girl a hand, let her work with it, brought it back, made adjustments. Just one of the most incredible, impacting events. Actually take what you're learning and improve the life of a human being.
Because we have the talent that's coming through the pipeline, we've been able to attract additional technology companies here because they see the talent pool.
Before I took this class, I didn't know what I was going to do. I was just not focusing at all.
But taking computer classes this year has really affected me into going into that direction of a career.
It's inspired me. It's what I got into this for because I wanted to help people.
I wouldn't be who I am right now if it wouldn't have been for this experience I've been through.
I would say that my future looks pretty great. I know what I'm going to do. I have everything planned.
If the governor hadn't made it mandatory, my principal wouldn't ask me to teach it, and I would probably not be teaching anymore. I'd probably be trying to sell insurance or, maybe a greeter at Walmart, just something other than teaching science.
From giving them a reason to come to school when they might not have had it, to seeing teachers build these relationships with students, our high school is a better place because of our computer science program.
It's about our students having a higher quality of computer science education, where there's more course offerings, where there's more languages that are taught. It's about taking the AP test where they can get college credit for it at the same time. And so we're always trying to add to what the foundation that we've already built. And I think that will continue to build the excitement for a computer science comprehensive program across the state.